Rose McGowan is fiercely upset with legendary actress Meryl Streep for her support of the black dress protest at this year's Golden Globes. Now, what's happening with that is actresses in Hollywood are wearing black to the event to show support for women who've been affected by sexual assault and sexual misconduct. Rose McGowan took to Twitter and said, actresses like Meryl Streep, who happily work for the pig monster, are wearing black at Golden Globes in silent protest. Your silence is the problem. You'll accept a fake award breathlessly and affect no real change. I despise your hypocrisy. Maybe you should all wear Marchesa. Now, we'll touch on the Marchesa comment in just a second, but really what Rose McGowan is really upset with is that Meryl Streep claims she had no idea of Harvey Weinstein's behavior, even though she had appeared in several movies that were financed and produced by the Weinstein Group. And she also won the Best Actress Oscar for The Iron Lady, which was produced by the Weinstein Company. Rose McGowan is probably one of the most vocal silence breakers.
Right.
I mean, she came out the gate and said flat out, Harvey Weinstein raped me.
Yeah.
And so I don't really fault her for being upset with Meryl Streep for this. And Meryl Streep also had a retort to that. She says, quote, "It hurt to be attacked by Rose McGowan in banner headlines this weekend, but I want to let her know I did not know about Weinstein's crimes, not in the 90s when he attacked her or through subsequent decades when he proceeded to attack others. I wasn't deliberately silent. I didn't know. I don't tactically approve of rape. I didn't know. I don't like young women being assaulted. I didn't know this was happening." But other actresses like Jessica Chastain and singer Mary J. Blige are also going to be participating in the silent protest at this year's Golden Globes in January. When you read this, Darren, what did you think?
So I guess okay, so you kind of have to decide whether you believe Meryl Streep didn't know anything about any of the things that Harvey Weinstein was doing. And for me, I'm like, is it that hard to believe that he didn't assault every single actress that he worked with?
Sure.
You know, I tried to weigh it out like that, which, sorry if that offends you, but I tried to weigh it out like that. And also,
a lot of people have weighed it out like that.
Yeah, and also, so okay, let's just play devil's advocate and say she didn't know anything that was going on. She wasn't sexually harassed, sexually assaulted, so how would she have known? But also, even if she did know, one, yes, it's bad that she worked with him and, you know, continued to let it happen to other actresses, even if it wasn't her. But two, is it that bad that now she's taking a positive step by speaking out against him and by participating in a peaceful protest about it?
No.
For me, I'm like, no, this is a positive thing. It's only gonna help her, you know, it's only gonna help Rose McGowan's cause to basically keep speaking out about, you know, sexual misconduct in Hollywood. So I wasn't as mad as Rose McGowan at Meryl Streep about this, because I feel like overall this is a positive thing.
A step in the right direction.
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction.
For sure, and I think
whether it be small or big.
A lot of people feel that way as well, because it's like Rose McGowan, like I said, she's been one of the most vocal, aggressive speakers and figures in the silence breakers movement. So Amber Tamblyn, who is also an actress, really took offense to Rose McGowan's tweets and attacked towards Meryl Streep. And now Amber and Rose are friends, but she said on Twitter, and this is from Amber Tamblyn, her statement was public and hurtful to some women, so a public response was earned. I spoke to her at length today and she knows how I feel. I love Rose fiercely, that will never change, but to be critical of an action is not to condemn the person behind it. There's your common message. So she goes on, I implore you to read the tweets from Amber Tamblyn, because she really gives a great opinion about how she feels about what Rose McGowan said. I agree with you. I think that if Meryl Streep is willing to say, I didn't know, but listen, now, presently, I stand by these women. That's a good thing. I mean, that can only be a great thing. What was also really weird to me though, Darren, was, okay, they're all wearing black dresses to this event, right? Normally, if you watch the Golden Globes, you see a lot of people in black. So I thought if you wanted to make a statement, wouldn't a different color be more appropriate?
Yeah, I'm not too, you know, keen on all the, you know, little intricacies of award shows, but I was like, oh, isn't this one where they're not dressed like that crazily? So yeah, I'm with you. I think if they wanted to make a bigger statement, although I think, yes, as every woman in black, you know, especially because now we know that this could be a thing that's happening, I think it is a step in the right direction. But yeah, I mean, maybe like a neon green or something.
Yeah, sure. Rose McGowan also apologized recently, as of when we shot this news story, to Marchesa. And the reason why she called out Marchesa initially because Marchesa is owned by one of Harvey Weinstein's estranged wives. So she feels she was complicit. You know, it's just, there's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? guilty by association.
Yeah,
with this. But I'm excited to see the Golden Globes and see how this goes over. I know that when you have movements like this, people really galvanize. And they really attach to it and drive it home. And I think that more and more protests that are peaceful. I think there's never a good time to protest, but if you can protest peacefully, I think you get the message across just as effectively and just as strongly as being rancorous and violent, which I don't condone at all. So I'm here for all of this. Rose McGowan, though, I mean, I think about her and what it must be like to be her in this today, because if you look at all her tweets, there's a lot of emotion behind what she's saying, and her hashtag Rose Army was trending, and a lot of people stand by her, but like Dylan Farrow, to constantly be giving this message and to constantly be screaming, almost like, guys, listen to me. This has been going on. That has to be so draining on her. And I feel for Rose. I'm a huge fan of Rose McGowan. I love her work.
Yeah, I hope though that she realizes that with her standing up and speaking out, this has given other women so much power to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I know that it's hard for her to continue to speak about it and continue to be an advocate, but she has to know that she has given other women and other men strength to speak out about their own experiences. Right. So just try to remember that.
Right. I'm glad you brought up men, because a lot of people, even with Anthony Rapp, Terry Crews, they still don't think that men can be victims of this. They don't think that men are susceptible, and in Hollywood and in and out of Hollywood, men definitely are. So I can't wait to see this on January 7th.
I know, yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Golden Globes on NBC. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below, and we will see you next time on Pop Trigger.